And for the third game in a row, gave up just one goal, and they gave up the goal first. At 11:43, Hartford's Kevin Dineen unattended at the side of the net. Nice pass from Ulf Samuelsson. After the Sabres failed to clear, it was 1-0. But Rick Sealing got that back with his 14th at 14:47 on a nice skate job around the net. Joe Perreault assisting, tying for 8th on the all-time scoring list with 1,246 points. Perreault had a chance to score right here, but Steve Weeks made the stop on the captain with the glove. Then in the third period, the Sabres went on a 5-minute power play, and Dineen almost scored shorthanded, but Sauvé came up big. Torrey Robertson was off 5 minutes for fighting, and the Sabres came right back, and John Tucker scored his 21st on a deflection of Mike Ramsey's shot at 4:33. That was the winner 2-1, and after the game, Dave Maloney commented on the penalty that led to the winning goal, and he didn't get into the fight.
Well, I got blasted a little bit after the second period for taking kind of a dumb penalty on Robertson. And I had kind of thought that he might do something, so I was in really no position to argue with certainly the call, and with you'd like to stick up and stand up for yourself a little better than that. But considering the circumstances of the game and the play that evolved after that, I will take the consequences.
And there you see the consequences. Robertson in the sin bin for 5 minutes, and on that 5-minute power play, the Sabres got the winning goal. Tom Barrasso, by the way, is out with a leg infection, hospitalized for treatment, will probably miss the Boston game Thursday, too.
And Bob Kaczynski has the highlights.
As was the case last Saturday, Hartford took the lead first when Kevin Dineen scored at 11:47 of the opening period, Samuelsson and Malone assisting. But Buffalo came right back to tie it when Rick Sealing gave a beautiful effort, whirled around the net, beating Steve Wicks on the short side. It was Sealing's 14th of the year, and the period ended tied at 1. There was no scoring in the second, and John Tucker scored the winner in the third when he deflected a shot by Mike Ramsey into the net. For the Sabres, their 4th straight, and a fine performance by goalie Bob Sauvé in the win.
We've played them tight. You know, we haven't given them too many goals this year. We shut them out. I remember Tommy shut them out, then we gave 2 goals in the last 2 games against them. So it's pretty tough to win games scoring only 1 goal and no goals. And I think we played really tight games against them.
What you're trying to accomplish now is to get in a groove and get the momentum going physically, because it has been a long year, and we're no different than any other club. It's been a long year for everyone. But like I mentioned before, you know, the baseball season's starting, playoffs are starting. If the weather got nice, and maybe spring's here.
This is Bob Kaczynski reporting for Eyewitness Sports.
Goaltender Tom Barrasso is still hospitalized with an allergic skin reaction, and there is no word yet on when he will be released, nor on his condition at the moment.
As the team headed for Boston in the game against the Bruins tomorrow, our Glenn Walker asked Scotty Bowman about Barrasso's problem.
No, just when we left that he was still in the hospital, and we really don't have anything more. He's still in there.
Boston's a tough place to go when you don't have your #1 goalie, but when he was sent down to the minors, Bob came in. Of course, he's a veteran, but the last time he came in, he did an excellent job last night.
Yeah, Bob's won some games in Boston, and of course, he's beaten Boston in the playoffs a couple of years ago, so, you know, I don't think there's any problem that way.
Team went by charter this afternoon for tomorrow night's game at the Boston Garden against the Bruins. You'll see the game here on TV2 at 7:30. Bob Sauvé has already been named the starting goalie since Tom will not be out of the hospital in time. Sauvé sharp against Hartford last night, allowed just a goal. This great effort by Rick Sealing tied the game in the first period. Rick told Mike DeGeorge it was a gratifying goal.
Well, it's nice, especially this time of year. You know, you hope it's a sign for playoffs that they're going to come, and you know, you keep working. If you're working and things don't come, it sort of gets you down. But you know, to score goals, especially in a game like tonight, 2-1, and you know, it really gives you more motivation to keep going.
With the Sabres on the power play in the third period, Mike Ramsey's shot from the point tipped in by John Tucker for the game winner. Sauvé's toughest save came on a Kevin Dineen breakaway in the third period, and Mike asked him if the Sabres' recent low goals against was a conscious effort and something the Sabres really hope to take with them now into the playoffs.
I think so, because I think that's the kind of hockey you're going to face in the playoff. You know, those 2-1, 1-0, 3-2, you know, it's always tight hockey in the playoffs, so you'd like to see your defensive part of the game in good shape heading into the playoff, but I'd like to see us score a few more goals if it's possible.